Welcome to In the Green podcast. Today on the show, we have a legend. Mr. David Banner is here to sit with us to talk about his new music coming out. He's chatting about the cannabis, and also, you know that he likes controversial topics, so he's getting into all that as well. You guys stay tuned to In the Green.
Yeah, it was a listening party for the God Box, but truthfully, it was really only about swinging. Me to say, Houston, this is for you all. This is how I feel about y'all. This is what you all have done for me. You know what I'm saying? In my career. You look at my relationship with Uncle Face, my relationship with Rap A Lot, my relationship with Flip and Slim and Damo and Devin, and it just go on and on and on, man. Like, my first single was Like a Pimp with Flip on that bitch and Pimp on the motherfucking hook. And then people don't know my relationship with Pimp C. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's really awkward to me.
I know Pimp loves you.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, for real, for real.
Like, yeah, because you know me and Pimp was real
Yeah.
close too, so I know he loves you.
And I knew he loved me because Pimp don't laugh around people he don't love. He used to always tell me, Banner, because what people don't know, Pimp is one of the funniest. I'm gonna tell y'all, some of the most dangerous motherfuckers are the funniest motherfuckers on this fucking planet. I've seen 3 6 Mafia beat the living shit out of a motherfucker. Them guys are the funniest motherfuckers you ever meet, but they ain't a joke at all. Pimp C, if you know him, he used to always tell me, he said, Banner, don't let these motherfuckers know your heart, because you'll have to hurt somebody. Just because a person, just because you can laugh and have fun, that don't mean a motherfucker won't slit your throat. And so Pimp was my friend, but it was awkward because he was also somebody that I idoled. The same way with Uncle Face, the same way with Snoop. Like, think about this. This is some awkward shit. The people that I look up the most are my fucking friends, and some of them look up to me in a social manner as I look up to them for guidance in rap. I done had some of my so-called OGs tell me to step to the forefront and lead us. And I'm like, damn, like, I thought that was y'all job. No, you are the chosen one. So, like, just to tell you, man, like, that with Pimp and Bun and, I'm gonna give y'all my personal opinion. I say it right here. I think Bun B's verse on Murder may be one of the best verses on this whole entire planet ever.
I love Bun B.
Like, literally ever,
Man,
right?
You said it, boy.
And we take our people for fucking granted, man. Like, there's no way that when it comes to lyrics that Bun ain't in that bitch some fucking where, like, just verse for verse for verse. There's no fucking way that Uncle Face ain't in that top 3 conversation. I don't give a fuck whether you talking about a catalog. I don't give a fuck if you talking about verses. Motherfuckers be talking about motherfuckers that's real. It ain't too many motherfuckers on this planet that's as real as the Ghetto Boys as a fucking collection. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, I'm gonna take this shit this time. I honestly, and I'll say this in front of any fucking body, I don't give a fuck what they say. If this really about hip hop culture, most motherfuckers talk about just verses and raps. But I'm talking about the total fucking package. There's not too many motherfuckers on this planet that you can put in a building by themselves with no writers, no producers, just some motherfucking Pro Tools and a fucking drum machine that do what the fuck I do. I'm better than most of the motherfuckers on this planet, and I've been waiting for people to give me my fucking credit, and they never would. And our people don't have the social intuition or the spiritual intuition. And I think we don't because of slavery to give it up to those who are from where we fucking from. So since a motherfucker won't, I'm gonna take that bitch.
That's right.
Yep.
Nah, man, I want to say, because you said something very valuable too last night, and just, that sometimes people from the outside need, the inside, they need to hear somebody from the outside say, and when you was just telling us about, we need to all be together and doing this, thing. So, man, thank you.
Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes people, we got to hear from somebody else, like, oh, because we don't really understand how crucial it is. Yeah, we know we're supposed to do it, but you don't understand how crucial it is that you do it. Not that you should do it, and y'all know y'all should do it, but it's really crucial that it be done.
The thing that I want y'all to think about is Memphis, New Orleans, and Houston as of late. The reason why Atlanta is not in this conversation that I'm talking about is because they get their credit and they're able to benefit off of the Atlanta movement because Atlanta is such a music hub. They just do. You feel what I'm saying? But I watched Texas, New Orleans, and Memphis culture be taken by the world, but then nobody from that area really have an opportunity to benefit off of that. Because I watched it with New Orleans. I watched everybody take that, because I went to Southern and Baton Rouge. I lived in New Orleans for 6 to 10 years, back and forth. So I watched it happen. Matter of fact, y'all, excuse me for a second. Rest in peace, DJ Watt.
Yeah,
one of my really good friends from New Orleans just died, like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I really fuck with me, bro. Yeah, but I don't want to see that happen. And that's also one of the reasons why, like I told y'all before, I came, is because I wanted people to know that I respect and I know being from Mississippi. Like all of these places that I just named, including the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, just Texas in general, Atlanta, Birmingham. Like these places allowed me to put Mississippi on their back and hold up my state because we didn't have the power on our own to do it yet. So a lot of my fame comes from these different areas, who loved me and loved what I fucking stood for and allowed me. Because one of the things I talked about last night was one of the reasons why my relationship was also so powerful with Pimp C was because he was one of the only people, him and Bun were one of the only groups, think about this, that didn't come from a major city but stayed on longer than one hit. You get these one-hit wonders that are from these small, because where we from don't have enough record sales to sustain. So if we don't clamp on to somebody else, there's no way for us to get enough record sales or enough attention to stay on. So like, if you really think about it, these are the places that literally put me on and say, Banner, and I think it's too because I have such a respect for their culture too, that they fuck with me. So like, it wouldn't be no Mississippi in the way that I represented it if it wasn't for all these different places that say, I fuck with you. I want to say this, I'm serious about this. In Atlanta, and I don't think this has happened with another artist, Atlanta let me come to their city and represent Mississippi without having to not say I was from Mississippi. Atlanta was so proud of what I did, they was like, hold your shit up. And I'll never forget that, man. Like that's something that I can't even express, that I'm serious. As grown of a man as I am, I get a little choked up because most people have to shed where they from and pick up somebody else's flag in order to survive. But them folks, they's like, man, we love what the fuck you do. Take this shit, man. As long as you continue to respect it, run with this shit. And I ran with that whole fucking movement, man, and them motherfuckers let me go, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you had a lot of connections in the, in the building. Like you had a lot of stories with people. So it's, the energy of just feeling that, it was there. Because even, the stories you shared with Killer. With
Hold on, you know who I didn't shout out, and I'm gonna do it right now? K Reno.
K Reno.
I did not shout out K Reno last night, man. He. Like lyrically, bro, he has a song that's about the fact that like how good or bad like how white folks possibly switch that shit on us, and the shit that we actually think is good is actually bad. It's such a mind fuck and so genius. I put it on the level of when Nas rapped that song backwards.
Oh man.
Like that shit was so fucking dope, and K Reno did that shit, and I just wanted to give him his just
K
due,
Reno,
man. My fault, I blocked you when you was about to say something.
Now K Reno he's been one of the ones, like he like one of the ones, like you said, that should be mentioned because his lyrics, like we could talk about that lyric thing of people from Houston that, you know what I'm saying, that you know, should be mentioned with Face and all them too, you know what I'm saying, that's never and Bun.
Killer Calion, man.
He's the GOAT.
Kill, man, well, I don't know why, man, like, he one of the dopest people on this planet. Like, no bullshit. If I was a betting man, I put that motherfucker against anybody.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm talking about, I'm serious, I put my money. I look at the camera and tell y'all motherfuckers that. Killer, I put him against anybody.
Killer Calion is so cool because, I mean, he be rapping in his car out of nowhere. He put on a beat and he run it. That's what he say, and then next thing you know, like, he just killing everything. Like,
Baby, this motherfucker was asleep. Propane went first, I went second. Literally, when the door opened, he said I'm about to run this motherfucker like a, what'd he say? Yeah, he said I'm about to run this motherfucker like I robbed a bank. Jumped up out of his sleep, ran right up in that motherfucker and smashed that bitch.
Hey man, I seen Big Mo do the same thing on my album. Big Mo, I'm talking about literally in the booth, sleep. And Big Mo hit his part. We was like, Big Mo, here come your part. 3 gun. As soon as his part came, he woke right up, hit that cup. It's Big Mo. I was like, man, you got to be, it's just like you into these folks, they just be talented like that.
Yeah.
They just literally in your sleep.
Yeah.
Like you can do this in your sleep. Like I've seen Killer since he been teenager.
Right.
Like
Big
he's
Bill.
always been.
Another group that I want to give, or two groups that I want to shout out since I'm shouting out so many people. I've been coming down to Houston for a long time. Odd Squad.
Oh man.
Blind Rob,
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Jug, Devin, of course. Devin is on the album.
You know, that's my.
And back in the
like
day,
brother to me too. You know. What
and
I'm
back in the day, Trinity Garden. Like I used to come down here.
Garden
Yeah,
Cartel,
yeah, man.
What's up to D, man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, it's been a lot, dog. And one thing I do want to say, man, is that to you is I'm glad, man, that you were able to stand the test of time, because this shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, Ron.
this shit beat me the fuck up.
Yeah, nah,
I know I look awesome.
Listen, I ain't gonna. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that same way. See how they be? See? You see how they look? Look at them. Look how they say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
look
sorry.
how they hate. See how they hate when we got my sexy back.
No, but you said it last night. People don't know me and his relationship. You know, and I said this last night, and I said on camera, like, I work so fucking hard. Sometimes we get tunnel vision, and the people that we love and care about, they fall by the wayside. Like, I hadn't talked to him in 4 years. I hadn't saw him in 4 years. And so then, like, when you wake up and realize, damn, I need to call my homeboy. And it was crazy, because I was calling him to invite him to the listening session myself. And then Latoya said, oh, he hosting the motherfucker. I was like, fuck. Then you feel like shit, because you don't ever want a motherfucker to feel like you only calling them because you need something from them. But it's better to stand as a man and stand in the cut and be like, man, I fucked up. And I could do better. I told Rob that this morning. I said, bro, like, I'm gonna need y'all. You know, because I'm about to get into that limelight again, and that shit ain't easy.
All right, everybody, welcome back to In the Green podcast here with David Banner. We're about to lighten the mood.
Going down.
Mr. Banner,
Yeah,
you good?
I'm sexy to the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Got to be, you know. All right, look, so we're going to play a game called Clear the Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to name a person, place, a thing, and you tell me which one you like best.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dallas or Houston?
Oh, man. Texas. Texas.
Texas?
Texas.
Right on. Like, you're not going to exclude nobody.
Mm-mm.
Like, no.
Can I add a little bit when you ask the question, or
Go
should I
ahead,
just
add
go
some.
really quick? Where I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I hardly ever say Jackson in a song, cause I never want to feel like I made hip hop made the South feel.
Yeah.
Like we end up getting on, and then we make the smaller towns feel bad. So when people ask me to choose, well, I don't have to, cause I'm trying to take it both. I'm trying to make everybody. I'm trying to include everybody. Like even when I was doing commercials for Latoria this morning, I said Texas. And I said Texas because I want everybody to come. Because what end up happening, people end up hating us the same way other cities made us hate them because they exclude us. So I love them all and I want it. And then the other thing is shit, I gotta go to Dallas when I leave this motherfucker. I'm just keeping it 100 like a motherfucker.
I got a bad taste of it too. I was
Yeah.
like, you don't go into that city. Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't
man.
do it, man.
I'm
Just
loving
show
the
us
unity.
love.
If you would have asked me the South and something else, because just like I give you an example, I'm just
Like
being
East and West.
I'm being very honest with you. Not really East and West, because to be honest with you, he knows this. I used to be a battle rapper, very good battle rapper. As a matter of fact, when I was battle rapping, I never lost, I only tied once. But then I realized battle rapping ain't nothing but buck breaking. It's usually two black men trying to embarrass and lynch each other in front of a crowd of people. And then most motherfuckers who battle rap, I want you to make hit songs. I want you to complete a song anyway. But what I'm saying is, I don't want us to compete against each other. Like if I ran versus, I want to see Usher versus Justin Timberlake. That's the shit I want to see.
We were actually just having a conversation about that. Me and the bridesmaids, we were saying like who would be the person that would go up against Usher, and we had a friend. We were just trying to figure out it can't be Tank, can't be this person, that person.
I wanted to break genres
I
though.
thought it was
exactly
Justin
what you
Timberlake.
Yeah, I want to break
Yeah.
genres. That's what I fucking want to
I
see.
got exactly what you said, because that's exactly what I got the mentality. What you're saying is like, why we got to always compare ourselves to us.
And then if you think about it,
I understand.
you really don't win anything when it's people from the same genre anyway.
Yeah.
I would actually even if we were gonna go against each other, then why not a rapper versus a black rocker or like if I want in the art of war, they said never go to war with somebody that you don't gain something from.
Right.
It don't make no sense to go to war with people. Just like that's why I love the verses against UGK and 8Ball and MJG. I was in the back when they said we're not competing against each other. It's my motherfucking family. And in the South, we don't play that fake beefing shit. If we say we beefing for fucking real. I'm at your ass. I mean it with everything that I have. Oh, but next question, go ahead. I drug that shit all the fucking way out.
All right. Beach vacation or winter cabin trip?
I hate the cold. Always
right.
the sun.
Damn, me too.
Bike riding or going for a jog?
Oh shit. Well, I tore my Achilles, so I can't really run no more anyway. But I'm a runner.
Okay.
Like, I could take off and run 18 miles, but I would prefer biking.
Biking now.
All right.
You know the most miles I ever biked before? In one sitting?
What?
78 miles.
Is that a lot?
Shit, yeah.
Look, I know
That's us for the fucking cars.
I ran a mile in high school, so I know that was long. That was long
I was
as
gonna say,
shit.
try to stay sitting on a damn
That's
little
what
bit
she
ass
said.
seat for 78 miles.
All right.
Shit.
Like a Pimp or Cadillac on 22s?
Out of any song on this planet that you asked me if I had to pick, it's gonna always be Like a Pimp.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be no $10 million deal. I wouldn't be sitting in front of you. There would not be a Cadillac on 22s if it wasn't for Like a Pimp.
You know, I was actually having a conversation with Lil Flip yesterday, and he was telling me about how you all went on the road together. He said that you changed his life because you know Lil Flip he chilled, especially then like when he first came out, when you all first came out, he was like a chill person. So he said when you all had the show together, he said that you had so much energy, you was running and jumping around, and he said you kind of changed his life, and he said that what people don't know is that. He changed my life in the sense of I felt like I knew how to perform better, like I knew how to give more energy to the fans. He said that you really He said you were his starting point, even though he was already rapping. You were his starting point.
You want to know what's crazy? Is I saw him talk about that in an interview, and as long as I knew Flip, I never knew
You never
that.
knew.
And that's what I'm saying. As men, we have to do better
Yeah.
with communicating with each other, because I never fucking knew that. You know what I'm saying? All I do, what I will tell you is that you wouldn't imagine how competitive me and Flip were. I never forget me and Flip were in New York working on my second album. And we had this song called Talk to Me Now. If the boys want war, talk to me now. Lay it down, motherfucker, lay it down. Me and Flip were going at each other's neck. And Jim Jones is over there in the corner like, these niggas are crazy. Like, are they fucking friends? Like, I'm on your ass, dog. And the crazy thing is that I was super high. Flip was so pimping and laid back, but the aggression was the same. And the reason why, because he said it in a song. This is a song with Mr. Crunk and Mr. Laidback. You know what I'm saying? So we always balanced each other, you know, because of just the way that we were. But the thing that I tell you, man, is like, one of the saddest things that I would say about the music industry in general and black men is that I just wish that we talked and communicated with each other more, especially those of us from the South.
Yeah.
Is because this shit ain't promised, and I don't want our moment to ever pass without us having sustainable success. We still don't have our Ice Cube. We still don't have our Queen Latifah. We still don't have our Will Smith. So as much as we as Southerners brag about us running shit, we ain't doing nothing but making people from other places money. Cause ain't too many motherfuckers, with the exception of Tyler Perry, that can write a fucking check and get something done. You still getting your check from New York or LA. So like, until we actually are able to have a success, we really, I'm just being honest with you, high paid slaves, including myself. And I'm trying to get free.
Yeah.
So, Godbox. Godbox 2 is coming out. Make sure that you prepare to purchase that new single coming out, Swangin', featuring Bun B. Go to davidbanner.com or anywhere your streaming services are after the 27th, because you're probably gonna see this for a whole lot, and it's going down. And we got a metaverse coming, and the community, make sure you go to David Banner and sign up. Because Lee keep telling me, and Regina keep telling me, I get so caught into helping my people that I don't sell my shit. And like I told y'all before, our people don't have the social responsibility to support the people who actually cut for them. You are a great example of that, bro. You are such a man that you don't demand that people treat you right. Like, I really think most of these niggas are egomaniacs. But the real truth is, in today's society, if you're not an egomaniac, a bitch won't give you what you deserve. So the one thing that I'll say is, most of my life I was skinny. And I used to always wonder, like, why did I get so fucking big? And I got so big so I can be the giant that can protect the weak. I can be the person that, if you don't really feel like being an egomaniac, I'll be one for you. You are owed what you fucking deserve, and me, I'm gonna take that shit. I promise I am.
But that's why I agree. You know, the reason why I'm like this now, because all my friends been like that, and I've never had to, you know, focus on any of that. Like, and I have never got like, you. If you want somebody for that, like, just like you say, you got to be that. It's like, I've got all my.
Well, that would be different
they
if.
made sit. Hey man, you stay on this music. Anybody. We got everything else, whatever it is, what they want. That's what all my friends was, and I had to teach them and bring them. And so it's kind of like, now that we all 40 and 50, now they telling me in turn, man, thank you for bringing them out of the mindset that they.
It happened last night.
You know,
you saw that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, a lot of them was like, nah, you ain't finna treat OG like that. They just like, you know, it's just like Mr. Prince, like Jay Prince. It's just like, he's always been about his business, and his people around him kept him about his business. He didn't have to do nothing, because people get the respect that he got from his people that are around him. to know that this man is about business. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep him about the business. So that's what it's always been. And that's what it's always been about me. So yeah, now that I've gotten older, and it's like, yeah, I feel like I probably should have, you know what I'm saying, been that person to vent, but I don't know where I'd be right now if I did.
Well, what I will tell you is this though, is that it's never too late, and God teaches us through adversity.
Yeah.
And if you don't learn lesson,
Yeah, I'm learning now, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of poking my chest out now.
yeah, you gotta poke your motherfucking chest out.
Yeah, I'm getting.
I'm ready for you.
I'm getting used to it.
Oh, I just want to know about your weight loss that you were talking about at the session last night. Was it spiritual? Blood
Everything,
pressure?
everything's spiritual for me, but it was all that. You know, my goal in life now is to be our children's superhero in real life and on TV and on the big screen. You know, we have heroes who are black, but a lot of times they're so disconnected from everybody. There's a producer called Nitty Beats in Atlanta.
I know about Nitty Beats.
Nitty?
Mr. Wired Up, who DJs at Onyx and around Houston, he just signed a Nitty Beats.
Yeah, Nitty told me something that was so powerful, and it actually changed my life. He was watching The Butler with his mom, and he called me and said, "Nigga, I just seen you next to Oprah Winfrey." He was like, "Where we from?" He said, "Banner, I know you, cause it's some situations that me and Nitty been in that, like, he a real one. He quiet, but Nitty a real one." And he was like, "Man, niggas from where we from don't get on the TV with Oprah." He said, "But me seeing you standing next to Oprah in that movie,
You gave
let me
hope.
know, let me
so
know
much
that
hope to
it's
people.
possible." And that's all black kids need. Just show them that the shit is fucking possible and it's popping in this bitch.
Especially to be a musician and then to go into movies, kind of like Ice Cube. You know, he went from being a musician and going into movies and networking and whatnot. Like, I think that was
But I
really
think
great.
it's a little bit different with Ice Cube because he live in LA.
Yeah.
Like that's the town
town.
for that shit. Like we gotta see. That's one of the problems that people don't connect. I told Rob that this morning. I've never had a fucking home. I've been on the road since you met me. Do you know how fucking tiring that is? Nobody connects this shit. I'm a producer. I'm a rapper. I'm an activist. I'm a son, a friend. I gotta pay taxes, gotta pay my staff. I gotta stay hot. I gotta stay in fucking shape all the motherfucking time. I work out like I fucking play sports. Like I'm so fucking tired. People don't even think about when I have time to make a fucking beat. Then I get an audition and I gotta learn the whole fucking script. What in the fuck?
But
But what, God, I want to hit this butt.
is it?
I want to
But
that one too, because that's I
That
gotta
way-
get on this side now.
is
I'm
it-
like, I got
but-
to it's like, hey, man.
isn't this better than being where you were?
I don't know.
Before you got that team.
I don't know. And I'll tell you why. I don't have no fucking kids.
Right on.
I don't have no real sustainable relationships but the people who are fucking with me. And we gotta work together. Like no bullshit. Like
Ladies, he wants some kids.
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna go and speak with them. Let me go.
I do.
Go put that. I mean,
No, I
listen, hold
do.
on, well, let's go.
Look, we talking about him.
I do.
Like, I'm in
Hold
the
on.
same boat too. Like, whoa,
No,
wait a
it's
minute.
just like
Let me
Oprah,
you
like
can't let that
Oprah.
man speak for that one.
You don't have no
But he
kids?
said he
Let
want
him
kids.
speak for
You
that
don't
one.
have
Like
kids?
Oprah, Oprah don't have any kids
Did you
either.
hear? Did you
I
hear?
got no kids.
You didn't hear what happened to mine?
What happened to who?
I don't want to break up the vibe. I hope, because we having
happened
such a
to
good
who?
time. Y'all didn't hear what happened to my kids?
What happened?
Oh, to your kids.
Yeah, it's sad.
What?
I don't
Wait a
know.
minute.
They all got swallowed.
I knew he was gonna say that shit. I knew he was gonna say that shit.
Why you say something, Regina? I ain't said it on the record.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Oh,
Let me
shit.
talk
I'm
about
just putting
you.
my-
Way to go, Lee.
I'm OG. I was waiting for her to. That wasn't for me to answer.
Latoya, no, we love that part. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Look.
Did you see me? That wasn't for me to answer. I just,
No, but seriously, though, I do. I do. But what I will tell you is in life, in just about every book that I read, every movie that you ever have looked at, every religious book that you've read, the common denominator in all those things
always
It's what are you willing to sacrifice? In Christianity, what did God sacrifice?
His only son.
His only son, right? So what are you willing to sacrifice to reach your goal? I've always wanted to have 7 kids. One thing that people don't know about me is I've always wanted to be married.
Are you an only child?
No.
Am I talking or he talking right now?
Yeah, I've always wanted these things, but when you turn around, this literally happened to me. I turned around when I hurt myself when I was supposed to go on tour with Lil Wayne, and I wasn't able to go on tour. And I looked up and realized 10 years of my life was gone.
It goes by so fast, though, especially when you're working. Like,
Yeah.
it goes by so fast.
Like emotionally, no bullshit. Emotionally, I'm about 32. Ain't no bullshit. Like I toured, produced, activist. I didn't even finish all the shit that I do. And then the crazy thing about me, and this ain't no cap,
That's crazy.
I do this shit at a B+ level. Like that shit is fucking tiring. And everybody who works with me in these separate things, they all can go home when they finish doing that one thing. And all of these people feel
turn it
like the
off.
shit that they want from me is equally as important.
They get to turn it off, right? There
And-
ain't no turn off.
And unlike most people, that's why I love my people. Most people don't give a fuck about you. Today, Salih got mad. He's like, bro, I know you love the people, but you need to go to sleep. Fuck all that shit, because you're gonna fuck around and fall out. You feel what I'm saying? Regina will say, hey, it's time for you to go to the fucking mountains, because you're gonna kill somebody. I take part of the responsibility of the fact that our generation, we didn't usher the next generation of kids in. We didn't sign the young artists and bring them in and give them A&R. You know what I'm saying? And so we wondered why, when they got on, they didn't have any reverence for us because we didn't help usher them in.
Right.
If you think about the generation after me, there are exceptions to the rule. It's Big Crit, it's Kendrick Lamar, it's J. Cole, and what? 3 other people.
I can think I want to say Toby Nwigwe.
Well, no, he's older, but he got on later.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, do you feel like now, like, do you consider yourself now as an OG?
He is an OG. I said
no,
I don't consider
Because see,
myself.
everybody see, this is why I'm asking this, because being an OG myself, I've been one for a long time when people didn't accept it and people didn't understand.
Right.
Because everybody, they just throwing this OG word around. That's the reason why I want to ask you. Do you
I'm about to
consider-
tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Because they think OG is just like, oh, somebody that's
not-
been doing what they do for a long time.
I'm not your OG, and I mean this from a rapper standpoint.
Yes.
I'm not an OG, I'm your fucking competition. And you should know that. Because I think when a lot of people call you OG, they're trying to usher you out
They
That's
are.
and
right.
move you out of the
Yeah,
way
that's
and
right.
say you retired.
That's right.
Excuse me, no disrespect. I fuck better than you. I fight better than you. I rap better than you. I make beats better than you. You can't run faster than me, unless you was in the party last night at the top betting $5,000. I couldn't get into that. But what I'm saying is what I am is your competition, and you fucking need to know the difference.
The God Box too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I just
Can we
asked
talk
that,
about
you
the
know what
God
I'm
Box
saying?
too?
No, I'm gonna stay on this OG question right quick because it's some real live shit.
I'm trying to
you know
talk
what
about the
I'm
God Box
saying?
too. We
Yeah,
got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we gonna stay on this OG
Swinging.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Chad.
They gonna hear about the God Box. How many more times? How much more you on?
A
this
million
road?
more times.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So we're gonna stay on this real life OG shit. Now, with what you're saying about the OG-ness, you know, I do want to, say this to you, you know, because you're my brother. Being an OG is the things that you're doing now. You know, you know what I'm saying? The things that you're doing now, you know, when you're being called an OG now, I want you to embrace that more because now you're being what an OG is supposed to be, and that's teaching. It's not about a lifestyle, what they do. It's about teaching somebody who's going to go on and teach somebody else.
I take that.
So that's what I want you to accept, my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's and that because when I first was given the title OG, I was 26 years old. And you already know none of my OGs.
Yeah.
You already know who my OGs are.
Yeah.
They didn't never call me OG for 10 years after. They realized that I realized what that meant.
Yep.
That just somebody gave you that and the people thought that it was cool and it sounded cool, OG Ron C. They never called me
And
OG
that's what I was
Ron
going
C.
to tell you. The thing is, bro, is one thing that I try to tell these children is be careful when you get into this age thing, because one thing you can't stop unless you die is getting old.
That's right.
So the way that you treating people, because it's funny, I watch a lot of the artists that talk about that age shit. Now they're aging themselves out in 3 years. These kids already telling them that they old.
Right.
And look at the shit that you started, and now you are a victim of it.
Exactly.
The thing is me being the OG is in my actions. Right. So the thing is I'm going to become an OG regardless. Because if you know me, I've been teaching since Crooked Letters. I've been teaching.
And that's right.
But the thing is I need these people to be clear. It's similar to the NBA. These people are already calling people fucking legends, and they ain't been in the fucking league for 8 years yet. I remember when Nowinski won his first title, they already started comparing him to Bird. Right. How you gonna compare somebody that's 8 years into their career to somebody who had a whole fucking career? Yeah. So I don't play with the word OG. When I tell people this all the time. If I am truly an OG, then we shouldn't have to fucking work anymore. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't have to do shit because our community, along with that title, comes some. Motherfuckers tell me I want to give you your flowers. Fuck give me my flowers. Buy the God box, nigga. Don't give me no fucking flowers. I don't like them bitches anyway. They smell like shit.
Oh, damn.
Give me buy my motherfucking album. Go sign up to that motherfucking metaverse. Help me pay Regina motherfucking Solid.
So we don't have time to get into the metaverse for 5 minutes, guys. We can't get 5 minutes into the metaverse. We can't get 5 minutes into the metaverse because, I'm deep into that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I host these spaces on Twitter, man. I did one, me and Juicy J. You know, I'm deep into the NFT world. So I've been, for the last 3 years, I just kept quiet and just went into that and just learned myself. So, with this metaverse thing, I was happy to hear that you in that because I just was having this conversation, me and Slim, Zero, and Kiki all in the same circle, and they was just like, man, what the hell? This was 6 months ago. It was like, what the hell is this? Right. And I'm trying to tell them. So now I'm glad to see more. I was just telling Juicy this when I had a host of spaces with Juicy and G-Eazy, and I'm telling them it's like, this is what's got to happen. Like, we got to have us come into these things early because when we sitting back and everybody we watching, everybody just saying, oh, this is that and that, and we not, it scares everybody. You know how we are. Don't put nothing in our face because we run. Don't put it in our face fast. We gone. It scares us away. So I wanted to talk about that. Your journey into this metaverse thing. Like,
so, really quick with me. They ghosted me from off of Instagram for about 7 months. I literally remember going from 70,000 every time I posted something. And I was on Instagram when they changed the algorithm. I went from 70,000 to 3,000. And then I went from 3,000, because at one time they had done an analysis on my page, like some people have more followers than I have, but their fans are not as active as my fans are.
Engagement, right.
If I tell my fans to do something, they usually go do something.
So they shadow banned you. That's what they did.
They shadow banned me, and it was worse than shadow banning because some of the things, if I post them, they'll literally fuzz them out. And for I don't know if it was 7 months, but you had to, in order to follow me, you had to sign off. Like literally, they put on, they still might do it. If you unfollow me and follow me.
They want you to be a certain age?
No, they said that we don't agree. Our community does not agree with a lot of David Banner's commentary. Are you sure that you want to follow them? And it's hard enough to get a motherfucker to follow you in the first place. So that may make a lot of motherfuckers go away. But this is what I realized. It is not white people's responsibility to let us on their shit for free. We got to stop being slaves. That shit ain't free. So what are you giving away? My dad used to always tell me that shit. You either gonna pay on the front or pay on the back end, right? So with my metaverse, what we're doing is that we're pulling our fans slowly, the same thing that Facebook did. We're studying algorithms. We're putting together a community. We're putting all this information that people pay, like literally companies pay 6 figures for me to speak.
So you make money off of metaverse?
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot. And,
See,
and
I've heard. I mean, I've heard about it, but I haven't heard a lot about it. And again, that's why I'm glad that I'm sitting there talking about it because again, that's the information that's skipping through our culture. Like you said, you run from it, so it's like that's why I'm like,
all my life,
make money from it.
all my life, I've given away free shit to my people, and everybody talk about how important I am. It's time to pay for that shit. Like Fortune 500 companies pay for my intelligence. If people want, if the only way I can be free is if black people. One lady, she told me, David Banner, you always coming to speak and make people pay for you
But
to
why
speak.
wouldn't you though?
But watch this. I told her, I said, you behold to the people who pay you. So do you want me to let the white folks pay for me? And then when it get bad, you gonna go with the people who feeding your fucking family. Don't fuck what nobody say.
That's like kind of like the same conversation you had with Monique.
Right. So if I'm being paid and supported by my people, then I'm always gonna stand by my people even when I get weak. Yeah. I'm gonna go towards my people. So if my people are not paying me, who the fuck am I getting paid from? How am I fucking eating? For some reason in our mind, we think that we getting money from being black power and helping black folks. Ain't no money in that shit. I do that shit because I love my folk. Yeah. But I'm sick of that shit. Yeah. I'm supposed to literally be in my bank account right now. I'm supposed to have $70 million. We've calculated the shit. But because of my social activism, it's still a lot in there, but nowhere close to what I'm supposed to have. And I'm sick of that shit. I'm gonna get my motherfucking bread up because I really can't help my people. You can't lead the people unless you can feed the people. So go to davidbanner.com right now and sign up. Hey. Give us about 20 days metaverse to be finished, and we're gonna move forward. And I have to go because Latoya said that I be taking too motherfucking long to finish my interviews. I get passionate about the people and I talk too much shit, but I miss OG Ron C so much.
Yeah, exactly. She already knew this was gonna go.
You know what I'm talking about?
She already know this was gonna go.
And the lady behind the camera, how you doing? Sexy. We stopping sexy. I'm sorry. And can I say without being disrespectful, you are wearing the shit out of those white jeans, and I'm very proud of you. I was trying not to be disrespectful because sometimes people, boyfriends and husbands,
you see what I'm saying? Wait over here. I'm hugging the corner, like
yeah, like
Ron don't never like me to be around him when we go to public places because he said I mess up his playerism.
I'm trying to. I just lost this weight, man. I'm trying to get my sexy back. I ain't gonna get shit if she keep on
You just gave me some advice. Can I give you some advice?
Please do. I need some dating advice for shit show.
Damn, Latoya, I want to say it the way I want to say it.
Say it the way you want to say it.
Women smell pussy. And so if you don't have none on you, like that's an aphrodisiac. Not in a sexual way, but if they see you, like y'all know.
We know how.
Hold on, don't lie. Don't lie. Ain't women more attractive? Aren't women more attractive when they see that fucking ring on your finger? They may not step. You know. You know it. He in the back like, hell yeah.
I'll just put their head down.
Hell yeah.
I don't care if it's 4 or 5 of y'all in this building right now. All y'all put y'all head down. And I wish this man can bring the camera back in here so y'all can see that y'all put y'all head down.
But what I'm telling you, bro, is like no bullshit. Like, bro, like I have to tell people that all the time. I'm serious, man. Like my job is to make women want me, but it's my job not to take advantage of it.
Word up.
It's my job to be a man that stands for something. One of my goals is to be a man that a woman wants to marry.
Yeah.
I want to be the type of friend when people see our friendship, they say, I wish that I had a friend or a father in my life or a man like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a man is like that for a woman. You're a father figure to your woman. That's how I feel.
I guess that's a good rap note because that shit ain't been working on me for 49 years now. Let's go. Let's wrap this one up.
Well, hey.
But can I tell you something, baby? One of my friends told me, and I'm gone, Virginia, I heard you. I believe it's a father's responsibility to raise their daughter. Mm-hmm. And if a woman has a father, then she won't run around looking for a daddy.
Right on.
What you should look for is a husband.
But I call him daddy.
Going down, going down.
All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Y'all go get the God Box too. That's right. We thank you for tuning in.
In the Green Podcast, our
With-
special homie, David Banner.
Yes.
y'all.